Thank you, Mr. Chairman. At this time, I'm pleased to yield 2 minutes to the gentleman from Iowa, Mr. Blum, and appreciate his passion on this issue and recognize him, if I could, for 2 minutes.
Gentleman from Iowa is recognized. 2 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Speaker, I rise today in support of 1155, the Searching for and Cutting Regulations That Are Unnecessarily Burdensome Act. While the full title is a mouthful, I can assure you that the idea behind this bill is simple and clear, removing obsolete and burdensome regulations so our economy can grow. This legislation creates a commission to identify outdated rules, streamlines and updates our regulatory system, and forces executive agencies to repeal unnecessary regulations to offset the costs of new ones. As a career small business person, I know firsthand what it's like to operate and grow a business under the burden of excessive regulations. You see, I've met a payroll every week for the last 20 years. And I would propose to you, Mr. Speaker, if more of my Democrat colleagues had signed the fronts of paychecks, this federal government would produce fewer regulations on business today. According to a report by the Competitive Enterprise Institute, the cost to the economy of regulations is a staggering $2 trillion a year. And we wonder, Mr. Speaker, why manufacturers choose to move their operations outside the United States. Instead of hiring more workers, raising wages and benefits, and investing in technology, many businesses are forced instead to divert investments toward complying with ever more government regulations. This has to change. As I travel my district, I'm often asked, how do we reignite the economy? The answer, Mr. Speaker, is relatively simple. We have the finest entrepreneurs and the finest small business people in the entire world here in the United States. Simply get out of our way. Get off of our backs with excessive regulations. Get out of our back pockets with excessive fees and taxes. And we will grow our businesses, we will hire more employees, and we will create opportunities for our citizens to live their versions of the American dream. I thank Mr. Smith of Missouri for putting this proposal forward, and I urge my colleagues to support this common sense measure so our businesses can be freed from outdated regulations that no longer make sense for America. And I yield back the balance.
Gentleman's time has expired. The chair, the gentleman from Utah reserves